What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Girl, y'all getting rough Ashley today because I just came from work. It is what it is. I am I am exhausted, and you wouldn't know why I did it to myself. And I'm not really exhausted. I'm just like emotionally drained because oh my God. I'm dealing with some shit. Like, listen, girl, some personal stuff, and then like a little while ago, just found out that my grandma tested positive for. So I'm just like, and I feel some type of way because I'm not close by her. And you try to think about the positive. Hopefully she'll be all right. You know, so Miss Girl done hit close to the family. So, I'm just gonna lift her up in prayer. I'll talk to my lady. But yeah, dealing with that. And then what bothers me about that whole situation is the fact that, I'm pretty sure my granddad is just acting stupid towards the whole thing. Because when I tell you, listen. If it wasn't for the fact that he's a Jehovah's Witness, because if you know Jehovah's Witnesses or whatever, they don't participate in any type of, religious affiliations. They don't do none of that stuff, or, the birthdays, the holidays, all that stuff. They're no part of the world, okay? But you're living in the world, but you're no part of the world. Got. If it wasn't for the fact that he's a Jehovah's Witness, he for damn sure would be an anti-vaxxer. He for damn sure would be a Republican, and he for damn sure would have voted for Trump. He's one of those type of people. And when I tell you, he just did not take this whole thing seriously, and I don't know where she got it from. I don't know. Okay. But he vaccinated though. But he was against it. He was against the mask situation. He was against a lot of stuff. I don't know where he got it from or where she got it from or whatever. Hopefully she'll be all right because she's also, vaccinated or whatever. I don't know if she boosted up, but hey, it is what it is. I don't want to hear no shit. I don't care about that. What? Shut up, because y'all don't the negative. I don't want to hear that. But anyway, that's just my family. Y'all. I'm just, sometimes when you hear some things, you just think the worst, and you don't want to automatically think the worst, but I'm that person that automatically think the worst when I shouldn't. But hey, it is what it is. So that's what I'm dealing with. I'm popping up on here. Hopefully this will cheer me up a little bit. But anyway, girl, listen. My little sister trying to plan her little birthday and all that stuff, little birthday dinner, want me to come out there. Girl, I mean, dead ass serious. She was like, listen, you can get on the Amtrak at this time, and then you can come down for a couple of days, and then you can get on the Amtrak back. I said, well, good goddamn, well, buy my ticket, okay? Since you just planning everything, you didn't even ask me if I had the day off. I looked at the schedule today. I do got the whole weekend off, so I can do it. I was just like, all right, what y'all doing for my birthday? Hey, nobody said shit about my birthday that's coming up before your birthday, but that's fine. That's fine. Anyway, moving on. Let's just get up into this. I hope everybody has been doing well, doing better, doing great. The weather's been cooperating a little bit. I will say that it's been nice. The weather, it ain't been too cold, it ain't been too warm. It's been just right. It's gonna be warm on Christmas. I hope y'all know that. Let me see. Oh, I gotta get my hair done. It's going to be, I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit warm. It may be warm on Christmas, but it's getting down to like 36 degrees next Friday. So I don't know. But we all up in the 40s and shit this week and next week. So who knows? But anyway, let's just get into it. Congratulations to Georgia. Let me tell y'all had me motherfucking worried. Y'all really had me worried, okay? Because I just didn't understand why the hell y'all let this shit get this close. And y'all know who is y'all I'm talking about, okay? I ain't talking about y'all us. I'm talking about y'all this, It just goes to show, and I'm talking about the runoff that happened between Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker. The situation with that just goes to show that white Republicans or white conservatives or whatever, they will vote for somebody that they know is not for their best interests, just to stick it to another person. They knew that that man was dumb as hell, and I hate to call people dumb like that, but he literally was a puppet. He literally was being used, and he allowed himself to be used, okay? And how can you respect somebody and willfully want to vote for somebody and have them in charge of anything and in charge of, you know, things that's going on in your, representing you, and things that's going on in your state, in your hometown, and all of this stuff or whatever, when he sounds the way that he sounds. And I'm not talking about, you know, making fun of him or whatever, but he's just really ignorant, and for no good reason. Okay, he's just really ignorant. He's a liar. He's false. Okay, and it's the fact that it came that close to the point that a runoff was needed, and that it still came close, because I think it was like 49 to 50%. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous that it was literally a possibility that that dumb fool would have became in the office, would have went to Congress, and then he would have fucked everything up. He would have messed everything up for y'all, okay? And it really would have been somebody that would have been controlled, okay? It's one thing to have a candidate that's for your party, that's representing your party, because that is what they want, and they are knowledgeable of it, and they have the experience, and they have the know-how and everything. But it's another thing to get a person in there, just to get a person in there that you feel like you can 100% control, and they absolutely know shit, and that you can manipulate and tell them and feed them what thing. Bitch, why nobody wrote his speeches? Why nobody did a deep dive into his background to see all the stuff that was going on? And I feel like part of the reason that he did not win for real, was the fact that his son came out also. You first of all, you said you was pro-life, right? And then it comes out about all the myriad of abortions that you was having. You're all about the family home and the family structure, and, you know, it being this way and that way or whatever, but yeah, you out here creating broken homes, okay? And this is coming from the son too, as well. After they did the little deep dive about, you know, his abortions and affairs and stuff, the son come out, Christian Walker. Baby, I couldn't stand that motherfucker. I still can't. He gets no sympathy from me, because he was out here doing the same thing his daddy was doing, but just a little bit smarter. But he was just loud and just, you know, being a puppet and a tool for a bunch of propaganda for, you know, the Republicans at that point, for the MAGA crowd and all that shit. And so I did not feel bad for him when he came out and said, you know, my father ain't shit. You know, he left my mama, was cheating all up on my mama, was abusive, you know, had multiple affairs, and, you know, doing all this abortion stuff, and he got outside kids, and, you know, he's stupid as shit, and, you know, they wanted me to keep my mouth quiet and to, you know, just put on a smile and act like I was here for. So when he was saying no fathers in the home, no fathers in the home, he was talking about himself. And I said, so basically you was putting on the same act. You was putting on the fucking act. For what? Okay, because like, it just didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense. And now all of a sudden you're doing a slight turnaround because, you know, you got fed up with the fact. It was mostly because of the fact that I guess things were being said about his mother. And so therefore that's why he had to come out and be like, no, bruh, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, and y'all not finna do this, y'all not finna do that. They never wanted him to run, and you just went on ahead and got yourself warped up into this shit. And then the lies that he was saying, oh my God, I'm sitting here like, this don't even make sense. In Herschel Walker's mind, 2 plus 2 equals -0. It equals like probably 37 in his mind. 2 plus 2 equals 22 for him, because you got 2 and you got 2. You put them 2's together, when you write it, it's going to be 22. That's how he probably figured the shit out. You know what I'm saying? Herschel Walker looks like he probably failed kindergarten, okay? Herschel Walker look like he probably got CTE. I don't know, bitch. All right, like, you just look at him and he just look dumb. I mean, I'm sorry to say it like that, and I'm sorry to be so crude or so rude with it, but we just gotta call a spade a fucking spade. And yeah, I'm so glad that is over with, and I'm so glad Georgia came through, baby. I was so goddamn happy. It was almost as if you couldn't tell me I ain't live in Georgia. Bitch. I had an imaginary vote too, okay? You can tell me I ain't live up in Georgia, girl. That's how happy I was. I said, oh, y'all got that shit right. Y'all got it right. And speaking of, bitch, did y'all hear about the little 18-year-old boy, black man, black teen, he 18 years old. His name is Jalen Smith. Congratulations to you too, boo. Listen, he is 18 years old out there in Earl, Arkansas, and he has won the mayor. He is the mayor, okay? Mind you, the town is only 2,000 people. And they said, I think he had a runoff as well against another candidate who is a senior, meaning that he has a junior underneath him, and you lost to this boy that literally just graduated from high school earlier this year, okay? He just graduated from high school. He got 239 votes to the other candidates 100 and something vote. I said, what? And then could have found out the town is only like 2,000 people. He said he running on, his whole thing is, he trying to repair the streets, get the transportations together, you know what I'm saying? Get public safety better, and, tear down the old houses that's been abandoned and build grocery stores. I said, my gosh, golly, he has a plan. I feel like that can happen. In a town of 2,000 people, you know what I'm saying? That seems real logical. I ain't never heard no shit like this. I ain't never know that no shit like this was possible. Which goes to show we need to take out a lot of these older men and older people that's up in politics, in the Congress, and in the House of Representatives that's ruling the nation. And we need to get some young, progressive, fresh blood up in there, okay? Like, knock them down, bitch, okay? Because people in these old school way of thinking, baby, we are in 2022. We have progressed, and y'all trying to keep us in the past, and we just not trying to go for it, okay? But congratulations to Raphael Warnock, and congratulations to Jalen Smith. 18 years old. Can you imagine being... It's so funny. I mean, because I just could not imagine. But damn, when they say anything is possible, this is what they mean. Anything is goddamn possible. You better go off, Jalen. Anyway, moving on from that. Congratulations also to Keke Palmer. Okay, girl, that's Keke Palmer. All right, listen. My Chicago sis. Keke Palmer announced on SNL. She hosted SNL this past Saturday. Now, let me tell y'all this, bitch. I was in the dark. I feel like I was one of probably 5 people. One of 5 people that did not know anything or had any inclination or any thoughts or any like, is she or isn't she? I didn't have none of that. But she revealed on SNL that she was pregnant by her boyfriend, who also is the brother of Sharonis Jackson. And y'all know who he is. He played Dro on Insecure. And that makes so much more sense now that I know that they related and he affiliated with Keke as the reason, part, I ain't gonna say the reason, but part of one of the reasons why he go at Trey Songz so goddamn hard and he just don't see it for him. And I said, oh, I like that. But anyway, she looked pregnant. She looked like she a good 5 months or whatever. Could be 4, 5 months or whatever. Got a cute little baby bump. It was real cute or whatever. Honestly, I did not know. So when I first saw it, because I don't watch SNL. Girl, even if it's, bitch, what's going to get me to turn into SNL is for Beyonce to come up in there and Janet to come back and host again. That's just what it's going to be. Okay? Other than that, I just can't sit through it. Baby, give me Mad TV. Man, you're so crazy. Mad TV, that was my motherfucking show. Baby, I can't name that many people off of SNL. But the characters on Mad TV, Stewart, Miss Swan, all of Deborah Wilson's, when she did famously what she's most known for is the Whitney Houston and Oprah. But when they did the Destiny Child skit and she was playing Beyonce and they was doing a remake of Emotions, the video, oh my god, that shit was so fucking funny. Who else? That's back then when I actually liked Ari Spears, because Ari Spears looked problematic, ignorant ass was on there too, and he was funny as hell on there way back then, you know what I'm saying? Baby, the whole cast was just funny as shit, bitch, okay? Like, you literally tuned in for Mad TV. You couldn't wait. SNL, I never had that feeling. I've never had that feeling for SNL. I don't know, SNL just felt, even though I felt like Mad TV was down to earth. Mad TV was for the minorities. It was for the working people. It was for the regular, degular, smegular people. You know what I'm saying? SNL just feels like it's for those people that come from a whole lot but trying to relate to those that is just regular degular. You know what I'm saying? It's very pretentious, like, I don't know. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's just not funny. There it is. It's just not funny. They have some hits. They got a few hits here and there, little clips that I be seeing. But most of the shit is just not funny to me. And so you can't never get me to sit down and watch a whole SNL shit, like, unless Beyonce or Janet is on there. Hell, I didn't even watch it when Meg was on there. And y'all know I love me some Meg. I don't even care if the shit suck. Baby, I watched her performance and that was it. Other than that, I ain't finna sit there through no sketch shows and all that shit. Sorry, Keke and SZA. I only watched y'all performances and I only watched that opening monologue. That was it. SZA finally releasing her album. Girl, it took forever and a day with her lying ass. We gonna hope that it come out. I seen the track listing. I'm mad that it said that it was 23 tracks. 23 tracks, but the whole album is only an hour and 7 minutes. Bitch. You give me 23 tracks, you better give me a 2-hour fucking length of a music album. That's how much it's supposed to be. I'm so tired of y'all. This new generation and this new way of putting music out or whatever, people goddamn attention spans is just so freaking short these days. Y'all only want 2-minute songs. Y'all want 3-minute songs. Baby, it takes 2 minutes sometimes for us to get up into the song. And once we finally be like, yeah, this my shit. And when that drip, the fucking beat finally drop, baby, the shit be going off. I be like, God damn, if I wanted this short shit, I'd go on fucking TikTok and listen to the fucking remixes that they be doing. Bitch, the mashups that be happening on fucking TikToks, girl, they deserve awards, okay? Recently, one of the recent mashup. Now, this is a song, I am not gonna lie and hold y'all. Y'all know I love me some Beyonce. Y'all know I love that my Renaissance album. Been listening to it front to back to front, shuffle that bitch up. Truth be told, I'm gonna have to keep on listening to it in order, because when I shuffle it up, she literally made that album so that, you know, it literally flows into the next song so fucking perfectly. Because when it's out of order, I be just being thrown off. I'm like, oh no, I'm discombobulated. But I'm tired of Cuff It. Y'all have run the cuffs to the ground, okay? The cuffs are about to get rusted, all right? I'm a little tired of it, all right? And just when I said I'm tired of Cuff It, okay? I love the song, but at the same time, bitch, I am tired of every time I open up the app, I am falling in. I said this last week, okay? I am tired of it, but I'm gonna say it a little bit more. But bitch, this week I get on fucking TikTok, and baby, they done made a mashup with Cuff It being sang with the instrumental of Twista's Wetter. You can do it, I can do it. Let me tell you something. If you ain't from Chicago or the Midwest and you don't know shit about Twista, get into it. He a deadbeat daddy. You know what I'm saying? And I wish I never knew that. But then again, I look at him and I kind of can tell. But he a deadbeat daddy because his daughter kind of exposed him on TikTok too. Girl, they be exposing everybody on TikTok, baby. That's why I can't delete the app. I be up in here 3 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, you are supposed to be asleep. Why are you scrolling on TikTok? It's a drug, okay? But if you ain't never heard Get It Wet, Get It Wet, bitch, you ain't nothing, okay? Let me tell you something. Have y'all ever heard, you know, since we going down that road, Get It Wet was first and then Wetter was the second one, you know what I'm saying? And they put that, baby, go listen to it. Go on TikTok or go find it on the YouTube. I'm pretty sure somebody put it on YouTube. That shit goes, and I never would have thought to put Cuff It and Wetter together like that. It married. I said, oh, all right, this some freak nasty shit, for real, for real. But at the same time, listen, if you from Chicago or you from the Midwest, let me ask y'all this question. Y'all remember 3 Piece? And I feel like I brought this up again, but I was scrolling through something. I was going through my history, whatever. I was just listening to some R&B music and some shit on YouTube or whatever. And it popped up in my suggestion. I said, oh my God, I just had a flashback again. You know what I'm saying? That used to be my shit. 3 Piece, make me say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Make you say, oh, baby. Cause Shawty's a freaky girl. Me kind. You could go nowhere. You turn on every fucking radio station out here in Chicago and everybody was playing 3 Piece. Ooh, ah. Oh, baby. And then a remix. Oh, my God. I said, where they at? All right. What's some other Chicago legends? Do or Die, Po Pimpin', P-I-M-P-ology. Do you wanna ride in the backseat of a caddy? Chop it up with Do or Die. Girl, oh, do you wanna ride with me? I'm gonna get y'all y'all get used to it. Get used to it, cause it might just pop up just about every video. I'm gonna give y'all a concert. Bitch, it just be happening. It just be flowing, okay? What else? Public announcement, but see, that's R. Kelly affiliated a little bit. You know. But let me tell you something, Dad. Yippee-yi-yi, wanna up your body, baby. Wanna up your body, wanna up your body. Don't stop. Girl, we had some shit out here, okay? That nigga wasn't the only one that came from Chicago that had some stuff. But these motherfuckers that I was mentioning, they should have been bigger. They should have been bigger, all right? Crucial Conflict, y'all already know how I feel. Oochie Coochie, everything is our... Oh, tonight is the night that we gonna ride in the rodeo. Ooh. Okay, I quit. Somebody was like, bitch, move the fuck on. I heard it. You ain't have to say it, but bitch, telekinesis said I felt it. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to give y'all that. You know, get y'all a little Chi-Town culture. All right? But anyway, congratulations, Keke. Congratulations, Keke. That baby is going to be goofy. That baby probably just been laughing her ass, hissing her ass off up in that womb or whatever. She remind me, I don't know, what's that girl named Kayla Nicole? She a YouTuber, big YouTuber, whatever. She be having her kids. She's goofy as hell, and the way that she is with her kids is just I came across a video of hers earlier. I was just like, girl, she's still a mess. It's funny. But moving on from that, TJ Holmes update, baby. The update is TJ Holmes is a whore. I'm mad that they are pulling all of TJ's. Do you notice that it's TJ Holmes and it's Amy Robach who had the affair with each other, who were doing this outside of their spouses and claimed that they were in the process of getting divorced and all this stuff and separated, woo, woo, woo. Okay, that may be true, but you are not divorced yet, okay? And all of a sudden you just want to say that this is what happened in the no, bitch, the shit been going on prior to that, right? And listen, It's both of them, but they only really spilling TJ Holmes' tea, okay? And I said, God damn, TJ, who you pissed off over there at ABC? And I guess it was a lot of people, bitch. Okay, so when the shit broke last week, people was like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then that Friday or whatever, we tuned in, or at least y'all tuned in. I saw the clip on Twitter. Baby, that ain't enough for me to tune into the news, okay? Because we had some better scandals back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That we had to tune into the news for the next day and be like, oh, shit. This ain't shit compared to what was going on back in the day, okay? But, girl, they was sitting there co-anchoring and everything, and they was all, you know, playing it off like everything was all good. Like they was just... everything was great, you know? Like the whole fucking, you know, internet didn't go ablaze talking about y'all affair that was supposed to be happening. Girl, we saw the video you walking past grabbing that non-existent ass, okay? I said, you know what? Amy Robach said little booty matters too. I said, all right, ma'am, you know. But girl, I ain't finna give you all of that. Because listen, TJ wife said, listen, they were a little bit separated, right? But they was working on a relationship. And, you know, she said she was blindsided. She was blindsided by the whole affair that was going on with Miss Amy, right? Mind you, mama a lawyer too. And I said, bitch, is you a criminal lawyer, a divorce lawyer, or which type of lawyer? Either fucking way, you got connections. Get that nigga for everything you got. But anyway, you know, so you got that going on. And she said, listen, girl, I thought we was about to get back together. Okay, we was working towards getting back together. That's basically what he was trying to make me think. You know, I'm at his birthday parties and everything and kicking it with him on his birthday in August. And, you know, we doing all this shit. Next thing I know, these motherfuckers together. They out here canoodling and just grabbing asses in public and shit. You know, and I'm just like, oh, damn, that's fucked up. But, girl, y'all was kind of separated. So, you know, it could have went any type of way. But I get it. You felt like y'all was finna get back on track, and he probably was telling her that too. You know how motherfuckers are, okay? And come to fuck and listen, you just don't trust. This is why I say, don't trust a nigga that light skin with light eyes. Don't trust him, okay? Do not trust him. Yeah, that may sound some type of way, but I'm just telling you, because I know. All right, I know, okay? Don't trust them, okay? And that's all we gonna say. Y'all can fill in the blanks, all right? Some of y'all already know. Some of y'all already experienced that type of devil. Will fuck your life up, okay? And so at that moment, I was like, oh, that's fucked up. But still, at the same time, they said that, you know, they not gonna do nothing to them. But then they pulled them off the air this week, like earlier this week or whatever, and they was like, you know, I don't think they violated any type of workplace thing or whatever, but they still pulled them off the air, and you know they gotta do internal shit or whatever. So ain't no telling what's gonna happen. I don't know if they're gonna lose their job. I don't know if this is a reason to lose their job just for you being a adulterous whore. Because TJ, come to find out, bitch, TJ was fucking around with another person that actually knew Amy, that was her friend. And, you know, and she was a producer at ABC, right? Or the show, right? And so I guess Amy was like, shit, bitch, you told me that it's good. I need to hop up on that shit and try that shit. Amy and her good girlfriend was like Mia and Jacqueline off of Real Housewives of Potomac when they told us they shared the same man. That's what it seemed like they was doing. Some sister-wise type of shit, bitch. Okay? And then, come to find out, TJ was running through all the motherfuckers up there. I said, girl, what? He had been fucking around for a minute, okay? And he been doing... I said, Miss Girl, this your out. This your out. Feel blindsided, but at the same time, was you really, because you knew this man, you trying to turn a whore into a housewife, a house husband, and it's just not gonna work. You trying to domesticate a wildcat. It is just not gonna work. Let that nigga free. Some people, Amy, girl, if y'all try to be in a real relationship after this and out in the public, first of all, it won't be respected. And second of all, don't be surprised if he cheat on your ass too. There it is. And bitch, nigga, don't be surprised if she cheat on your ass too with another nigga, okay? I'm just saying, you lose them how you get them, all right? Anyway, moving on from that, that's as the world turns with the GMA news. All right, moving on from that, a update with the Takeoff situation. They say that a potential suspect has been arrested. His name is Patrick Xavier Clark. He was arrested December 1st. They charging him with the murder of Takeoff. And it was somebody else named Lil Cam Fifth. These goddamn names. Where do y'all come up with that? That don't even make sense. But I guess it's like, it feel like it's probably like his street name or whatever. Like part of the street that he grew up on or whatever. I don't know. Because Lil Cam Fifth, I'm not finna be like, yo, Lil Cam Fifth. No, Lil Cam. That's all you could have said. I don't need the other part. But he got arrested and associated with it. But they really arrested Patrick. And they said that he the one that did it or whatever. Now Patrick up here talking about some, listen, I need trying to petition to the judge to get some money to get a private investigator to investigate what really. I said, you gonna ask for some money to get a private? Boy, sit your ass there and just take it at this point. I said, I ain't never heard nobody do no shit like that. You gonna ask the judge for some? Sit down and just, cause the bond is at $2 million. Let them ride up in there, okay? Let them ride. Moving on from that, update again with the Balenciaga. Now, there was somebody, and the comment is still there unless they deleted it because I didn't delete it. But remember when we was talking about Balenciaga last week and talking about how it was fucked up what they did with the ad with having the teddy bear with the adult harness on there and having a kid in the ad and all this stuff, and you know, having also they had the little court case about the guy that was trying to defend himself against the child, you know what I'm saying, and trying to make it legal or whatever. And a person literally said, I feel like y'all reaching with this whole thing, and you know, the harness or whatever is for dogs and all this stuff. And I'm sitting here like, first of all, it was dumb, because if it's for dogs or if it had anything to do with dogs, wouldn't the dog be up in the goddamn ad and it be on the fucking dog? No, that was an adult BDSM fucking harness and sex toys. Okay, that's what it was, boo-boo. You know, and when I responded, got in their feelings. I hate when y'all do this shit, okay? Let me tell y'all this. Because you're not going to get no sympathy from me, and you're not going to get a retraction from me if you say something stupid and I come back with you and correct you. And most of the time, no, I ain't even going to say most of the time. Every time, I'm not mad. I'm not telling it with malicious intent. I'm just correcting you, okay? Especially when you say something ignorant and I don't feel the need to just go like in on you. I'm going to just correct you and leave it at that. And you get upset and then you say, wow, I've been a loyal follower since so-and-so, and I've been watching you for this many. I don't care. And when I say I don't care, meaning like, so that's supposed to change my response when you say something stupid or ignorant or disrespectful. Like, no, you're still going to get the same response. And if you can't take the fact that somebody, because if it wasn't me that was going to respond, it was probably going to be somebody else that probably would have said something way harsher. And I don't like when people be cussing and doing all that shit in the comments at each other. But I'm going to respond. And I basically said, you got to be out your mind to think that this was about some dog stuff or whatever. And to think that this is not serious and that people are reaching with this whole situation. And the fact that somebody would even think that or type that. And I literally said, it's like, should we trust kids around you? I don't know if that was a little bit too far. Honestly, I don't care. And that's what prompted them to say that, oh, you don't know me. I don't. But your response makes me question a lot of things. To feel as though this is a situation to look down upon and say, oh, well, you're reaching. People are reaching. No, people are not reaching. There are so many kids out here that are being taken and being sex trafficked and doing a whole bunch of shit too and being put in danger. And then you have a big company like this who literally used a child in this situation with adult themed shit that is not supposed to be for them. And there was no reason, if you look at the shit, there was no reason. And what was the point of the court case being in there? The papers. I saw that shit. I said, wait a minute, that was dumb as hell. Who looked this shit up and said, let's take a picture and put that on the ad too? That was dumb. Like, you know, the internet investigates, okay? People lie about shit. People do the most about stuff. But sometimes that shit be coming out true. And that is some shit that they actually put up in there, right? Okay? And if it wasn't about the, like, if it wasn't so serious, whatever, and if it was about dogs and stuff or whatever that you want to say, why the fuck wasn't no roof up in there? It wasn't no dog up in that bitch. It was kids. Okay? It was a little girl, you know? And I was just like, that's just dumb. Just as dumb. Yeah, you deserve what I said. I don't care if you been watching or whatever. I don't like, you know, people taking stuff so lightly like that. And the whole Kim Kardashian thing, Kim Kardashian, she said she ain't doing it no more. I said, bitch, you should have said that shit in the first place, okay? But remember when Balenciaga said, listen, girl, we finna sue them, the ad company, for $25 million because they the one that did this shit. I said, girl, stop playing. Stop playing. They took it back. They said, we just playing. We gonna take responsibility for this. I said, because you wouldn't have won it. You wouldn't have won it. And it was all a front and trying to say they ass and make it seem like, oh, this really wasn't a big deal, but we're going to make it look like we're going to do something about it by trying to sue the ad company that we use to do the whole situation. No. You used and you hired that ad company, and you as the editor, as the director and chief and all of that shit, that has to go up the chain of command at the headquarters of Balenciaga, and they approved that shit. And so therefore you knew it was wrong as hell for your ass to try to, you know, sue them for $25 million. To sue them, period. That was an oversight. And that it wasn't even an oversight. You approved it. You looked at that shit and said, cool, nobody's going to have a problem with it. Go ahead and put it out and run it. All right, girl, check the people over there at Balenciaga and see if they had something, some affiliation with Jeffrey Epstein. Anyway, there's that. Moving on from that, and you motherfuckers that's burning the shit, why when a company or whatever that sells some type of product do some fuck shit, they get called out, or people try to cancel them or whatever, and if people already got some of their products, why do y'all go out there and burn them? What statement does that give to the company besides the fact that you look dumb? Because at the end of the day, the company already still got your money. You not getting your money back from it, bitch. Listen, it's some motherfuckers out here that still gonna wear Balenciaga. As that dude said. Listen, all you had to do was go sell that shit and get a little bit of the money back. At least get a couple of $100 back. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Y'all dumb. Because it's not hurting them because you already paid them. They got their money, so burn that shit. You can... It's stupid. Anyway, y'all explain to me in the comments, because y'all know I'm not a sports person, obviously. I'm not that much of a sports person, and if I do, I'm a little basketball. Okay, that's me. Football, never been my thing. I don't really... Football is boring as hell to me. It is. It is. It's up there with baseball. Baseball boring as hell to me too. But I'll probably sit and look at back. No, let me stop now. And my job be giving out free tickets to like the White Sox or the Cubs game or whatever. I be like, girl, nobody want to go to that shit. I don't want to be sitting there all goddamn day looking like, who the fuck is this? Okay, now what's this? All right. So like, damn, how long we... Oh, I gotta, listen, I'm finna go. My house right down the corner, okay? Like, I'm finna go. I got time for it, okay? I can be doing something else, you know what I'm saying? But what is this situation with Deion Sanders? All right, like, honestly, I just wanted to talk about it because I'm pretty sure everybody wanted to talk about it, and everybody was making it such a big deal. I feel like this whole situation brought up the whole HBCU versus the PWI again. Now, bitch, I went to a PWI. Was it my choice? No, I really wanted to go to a HBCU, okay? I feel like, and I've always told y'all that, I feel like I would have had a better, I really feel like things would have been so much better for me if I would have went to a HBCU. And when I'm talking about I'm talking about on a more sociable level. You know what I'm saying? A more sociable level. You know, I probably would have felt more comfortable around people, more kind of like at home. But I don't know. I don't know. I went to DePaul University, and I will say it was a culture shock. Mind you, it shouldn't have been because I went to Whitney Young, but even at Whitney Young Magnet School, which one of the top schools out here in Chicago at the time, I don't know if it still is, um, we had a diverse school, but it was mostly black for the most part. But we had white, we had, you know, Hispanic, Latin, we had Asian, you know, South Asian, East Asian, all that. We had all of that. But, you know, it was just a different thing going into DePaul University, and it was just predominantly white with a speck of color, people of color here and there, and a few niggas. You know what I'm saying? It was just, it was like I didn't feel like I fit in. I didn't feel like I just knew that just wasn't my cup of tea. I just said I literally went to school to do my work and to get the fuck out. Like there was literally no socializing. I feel like I honestly feel like I was robbed of the college experience. Even though I went to college, I feel like I was robbed of the experience because of the school I went to. But anyway, Deion Sanders, he was the football coach at Jackson State. And I guess, you know, explain to me what SWAC is, okay? And I know I was seeing earlier when he got into it with that other coach, when he was trying to shake his hand and all that stuff, and the coach pushed him back and all that stuff, or whatever. And he did that press conference, was like, he ain't SWAC, he ain't this, he ain't that. And then come to find out he really ain't SWAC because he gave them motherfuckers 3 years and said, deuces, I'm finna go to Colorado. Man, you Colorado giving him like 25, 24 million goddamn dollars, and they ain't even got the money yet. I said, ooh. First of all, you gonna have to show me the check. Show me the check. You better show me the check. And I want to put it in my bank account before that bitch bounce. All right, don't let that shit happen. I ain't finna say nothing. You better give me half now, half when I get that bitch. Okay. I said when I heard the coach say that man say that, I said he was like, we don't have the money now, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get it. I said, no problem, we're gonna get it. I said, well, you're promising this and you ain't even got the man money. I said, just wouldn't be me, but I get it. But at the same time, I get the frustration of why people are pissed off at the fact that he's leaving. You know, I guess he promised a lot of things, you know, making it that putting HBCU football on the map. Like people can have interest in them, you know, I guess like recruiters and all that stuff or whatever. I don't know. I'm spitballing. I'm coming off the top of my head because I'm trying to interpret it how I feel like it is, because I kind of see both sides of what it is. And I feel it because for those that feel like he's selling out because you came here and you said that you was going to do this, do that, but you didn't really do all of that. You couldn't even stay the full 4 years for the freshmen that came in with you or whatever. You're leaving in the 3rd year. And it's just, and then for some, they said it's not that they mad that he's leaving. It's just the way that he announced it, you know. And if that's the case, I truly understand that. Okay. And, you know, I feel as though some people expect you to just stay in one particular area for your whole career. And, you know, they say, I seen something where it was like, when it comes to coaching, either you get elevated or you get terminated. You know what I'm saying? You get promoted or you get terminated. And I feel like, you know, this probably was already in the plans. Like he's gonna do this at a HBCU, put the attention on the HBCU, show them that, you know, people can come to HBCUs to see, get, you know, drafted or whatever from HBCUs and all that stuff. I don't know. Put more of a spotlight and say, yeah, get some of your top players out of high school and bring them out to these good HBCUs. They have good teams as well, just like the PWIs or whatever that everybody always go to, you know. And then you just moves on as if nothing, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, sometimes you got to elevate. You have to elevate, and sometimes that's going off into the mainstream. That's just like, I don't know if it's like the same, like when you have an artist that comes out and they cater to a certain type of crowd, a certain type of people, and then all of a sudden when they come real successful and that one song that comes out that crosses over to the mainstream, meaning that the white people and everybody else is listening to it besides just that little urban area, you know, and then it comes commercialized. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. Y'all can get it to me in the comments. Y'all, I ain't never been to a football game. I ain't never been to a homecoming. Because DePaul didn't have a football team. DePaul Blue Demons, you know, they still doing their thing out here. You know, we had a basketball team. Went to a couple of games. Never went to a football game in my whole life. College and adult life. I went to our homecoming game or whatever when we was in high school, and we beat the dog shit out of them motherfuckers. I remember my senior year when we did homecoming. Oh my God, we beat the dog shit out of that fucking game. Girl, I forget who we played against. I just know we was in the high double digits and they was in the single digits, bitch. We beat their asses so goddamn bad. But I ain't never been to a college football game. I ain't never been to a regular football game. Girl, I really feel robbed it. I really feel robbed, girl. But anyway, I feel left behind in a lot of stuff. So that's that. Girl, I had a conversation with somebody earlier today. I was at work and I felt so embarrassed because I didn't expect the shit to get so damn deep as it did. And I wound up, girl, I was sitting at that desk and I had to go outside because I had broke down in tears. I don't know what the fuck. Imagine my cycle just went off, so there's that, you know. I'm gonna blame it on that, you know, PMS, post PMS. Girl, I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was just spilling everything. I was just like, I feel like this. I feel like this. I was just like, what the fuck, bitch? You know, sometimes, like, I don't know. Some of us, we just keep a lot of shit in. And I'm working on that. I'm working on stop keeping stuff in until that shit bubbles over. I said, bitches, you ain't finna crack. Take your ass outside. And that's exactly what I did, girl. I said, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Ashley, get your shit together. But it was needed. Moving on from that, Cynthia Bailey and this whole situation with Mike Hill in the divorce or whatever, they were saying she had put out there, she had cited that it was inappropriate adulterous relations in her filing, but it was a mistake. That's not what she was trying to say. I don't know what happened and how it came out like that, but you know, she put a statement out saying, you know, there was no cheating or whatever, no adultery, and he did the same thing. Both of their statements was like they had the same lawyer or the same person write it because it was literally the same. You know, we still gonna be friends and we still gonna be kicking it, and we just didn't work out as partners, but we better as friends. But there was no adultery that was going on. I said, okay. Baby, did y'all, speaking of Cynthia, okay, and speaking of former housewives of Atlanta, did y'all see Portia and Shamia at that game singing the Star Spangled Banner? It was giving Jaquise. Oh my God, it was giving Jaquise a little bit. Because it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. And it's just like, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best. It was good for them, I guess. I was just really confused how Shamia was dressed the way that she was dressed. And then Portia was dressed the way that she was dressed in her boots, her Timbs. That's what it looked like. Like she had some Timbs with the tongue flipped over. I said, what the fuck is going on? And she was nervous as hell. You could tell. I was like, nobody else in Atlanta was available. Y'all could get the Chloe and Halle to come. Girl, they out there in LA now. Girl, I mean, what is going on? What happened? Was it a last minute thing? I was really confused. That was not on my bingo card, girl. It really wasn't. Moving on from that, baby, what is going on with Wendy Williams? I said Whitney Williams. Girl, no. What is going on with Wendy Williams? Now, I seen the paparazzi. You have to be a heartless person to be a paparazzi. And when I say heartless, meaning that you don't care that people have lives. You really don't feel like these people are entitled to their privacy and to their personal space just because of who they are. Because you cannot pay me enough to just put a camera up in somebody's face as they're walking down the street, you know, asking them so many invasive ass questions. The video, one of the latest videos that I have seen of Wendy Williams, and it broke my heart. Say what you want about Wendy. Wendy is going through some shit, because I probably said the same thing that you probably said. But Wendy is going through a health crisis on multiple levels. And Wendy is not 100%. And she was walking, trying to get to this building or whatever, and you could tell that she was not stable because of whatever illness or whatever she's going through. You know, the situations that's going on with the lymphedema on her legs, the grave disease, and probably other substances and stuff that's going on. I don't know. But she literally was, you know, waddling and shaking, walking to the, and she had to have somebody help her. She was asking the person to come help, and the paparazzi wouldn't even let her linger on him. And it was somebody else that was around, and he asking all these questions. I'm like, why are you filming this? You know, like, I just, that's just really sick to me. It just goes back to the way that, you know, we talk about paparazzi today, but baby, back in the day, paparazzi were disgusting. Okay, the way that they did those celebrities like Britney Spears and all that shit, y'all contributed to the bitch. Y'all contributed to her, you know, the paparazzi contributed to her mental health issues. Can't tell me no different. Because, I mean, every time she went out, them motherfuckers was on her ass. Them motherfuckers was on her, no privacy. That's why I be like, I don't understand why certain people, or why people in general, really want to be famous. Okay, I just want to be able to deal with it. That's why I've never had no desire to be. But this story comes out about how her son got evicted from his $2 million $2 million for a goddamn apartment. Hell. I mean, I guess the luxury of it would be you have somebody that's in the building that's going to be taking care of everything. You know, you need maintenance work, call downstairs, they'll bring it up. You know what I'm saying? You probably still paying 9 and 10. You're paying property taxes for a fucking building that people is living under you. Girl, I ain't finna do that shit. I'm finna give me a big ass house if that's the case, okay? For $2 million goddamn dollars, I'm getting me a house with a front yard and a backyard, and I'm calling motherfuckers over to mow that shit and make sure everything done, and I'm gonna pay the property taxes on that, bitch. Not no goddamn apartment, okay? Mind you, some of these expensive ass apartments that I've been seeing or whatever, them bitches look like goddamn houses in the goddamn sky. Now, bitch, maybe that's your thing, but girl, if I'm gonna pay $2 million for some shit and my mortgage gonna be like $5,000, bitch, it's gonna be a house. It's gonna be a nice ass house with a fucking pool that ain't nobody else sharing but me, bitch. Okay. Anyway, so basically she put down $100,000. She bought this apartment, had it paid up for rent or whatever for the next year, for a year. But then when she started having financial troubles, when her health started fading and whatever, and the motherfuckers cut her shit off, they said that, you know, the rent couldn't get paid. So he's some months behind in rent, and they evicted his ass allegedly in September. Now, I'm hearing that, you know, they're trying to say that the headlines have been deceiving or whatever, but something is going on. And I do believe that he probably did get evicted. I do believe that he was dependent on his mama's money to, you know, pay for the stuff. Plus, he was a full-time student. And I was sitting here like, how come he just couldn't get no job? And how was he going to pay for it on his own after that 1 year or whatever? But at the same time, he had to forego a year of school to take care of his mama. His mama and her health was his responsibility. So in that aspect, you know, even though I still feel like he still could have got a job some way, somehow, but still, it's just real messed up, the whole situation that's going on with Wendy Williams. They damn near got her ass on a conservatorship. You know what I'm saying? They froze her money, you know, and the reason why I feel like this is a true story is because the ex-husband came out earlier talking about how, you know, things is fucked up. His home is about to go into foreclosure, you know, because the alimony check stopped because they froze her account. He ain't getting no motherfucking money. He was depending on that money to fucking live. And I said, first of all, I don't feel bad about him because of the way that he did that lady, and then you gonna fuck around on her and then gonna get with the bitch that you fuck. That shit be just like the jab. That just be the nail in the coffin, the knife in the fucking back, bitch. You fuck around on me with that bitch and then you gonna marry that bitch. I said, ooh, no, don't do no shit like that to me, okay? Baby, I'll fuck around and probably. Y'all probably won't see Ashley no more. Because I'll be either embarrassed or probably in jail. Because ain't no telling what I'll probably do. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I'll be so embarrassed and be like, I can't show my face. Because how dare you cheat on me? And then you get with the person that you cheated on me with. And then y'all have a lovely life. What? What? Cheat on me and have a baby on. What? You ain't supposed to have happiness. But I really want them to get that shit together. That's scary. That is scary to know that somebody has control over your finances like that, and you gotta ask for money. And no. I wish them all the best, and I hope they get their shit together. I don't know what's going on over there at HBO Max, but they really need to get their shit together. And from what I'm hearing, it's because HBO Max is supposed to be merging with the Discovery Plus. Now, I got HBO Max. Now, I got it through my DirecTV. So, if you have DirecTV, you ain't got to pay for it. But I also got Discovery Plus. So, bitch, when this merger happened, which one I'm getting rid of? Because I ain't finna be paying for both. Well, I only pay for one. I ain't finna, if I can keep it on HBO Max and do it through my DirecTV or whatever, bitch, I'm gonna have that shit for free. But at the same time, y'all need to get y'all shit the fuck together. Because I don't understand what is happening and how come this merger, allegedly what they're saying, is interfering with a lot of the shows that's on HBO Max. And it just so happened that the certain shows that we like are getting canceled. Okay, they're not getting renewed. Legendary been on there for 3 seasons. It's not coming back for a 4th. Maybe that's why Naomi was out here acting ass the way that she been acting, over people. Anyway, I'm not finna do that because she really pissed me off during that time. Lil Nas X got on the stage and he was doing a little bit of voguing, and she's so fucking critical. Like, bitch, come on. You are not the mother of voguing. Like, you did not invent voguing. You are not. These fucking gatekeepers, bitch. Okay? Anyway, and I love me some Naomi. That shit, that whole little area, I'm trying to block that out of my mind. But I'm with y'all. I'm mad as hell that Legendary is not coming back. Legendary was a good show, bitch. We tuned in, girl. Okay? And plus, in the first season, they gave me a little care package or whatever. I was like, oh, thank you for thinking of me, whatever. That was random as hell. Okay? But I was really mad when I heard about that. I said, that's kind of fucked up. It ain't kind of, it is. What they gonna do now? And then they trying to say that it's because the budget was too big for the show. The show's budget was too big. Most of the shows that are getting canceled because their budget was too big, quote unquote. Girl, I don't believe that shit. Fuck all of that. It's something else going on behind the scenes. And then Sweet Life, I don't know if y'all watched this, Sweet Life at Los Angeles. They're not being renewed for a 3rd season, and they're not even getting a reunion for the 2nd season. And I feel some type of way. Now, when I finally get caught up with everything want to fucking go off. Everything want to go off and not come back. Where? But East and them said that they shopping around for a new home. Honestly, try to get it on Netflix or try to get it on BET Plus, because if niggas look at BET Plus, they'll probably tune in and probably buy BET Plus just to get that, or at least get a free trial. Give BET Plus some traffic, and BET Plus needs some good shows. Okay, they need some good little consistent shows outside of the Tyler Perry universe. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cute. Y'all got Baldwin Hills on there, bitch. Put Sweet Life on there, and then get a different cast. Because this cast, y'all problematic as shit. Mostly the niggas, all right? It just got real hoteppy at the season 2. I was just like, wait a minute, bitch. I wasn't expecting this turn, okay? It was like, ooh, girl, what? No. But, yeah. And man, I used to watch both of them shows, and they gone. I was looking forward to them. I said, shit, bitch. That's fucked up. moving on from that. Nia Long left that man. Nia Long said, deuces, 13 years, you embarrassed me. I was your lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. Okay? You know, all through the night, I sacrificed. Working for that motherfucker for 13 years in that goddamn relationship, and you gonna cheat on me with that bitch? And then you gonna let it so that the organization, oh, Nia was mad. She was like, you know, that my kids had to go through all this shit, and they didn't give a fuck about the women involved, the wives, the girlfriends, the families. I said, girl, this is an organization. The organizations don't give a fuck about the other people. They give a fuck about the organization. So them trying to have pity on you and trying to be private and discreet, oh bitch, no, they're messy as hell. You should have expected that. Unfortunately, that's just how the shit goes. And Mama said, remember when her ex-husband came out, or her, I don't know if he was her ex-husband, but the father of her older son came out and basically was like, she needs to just go ahead and forgive him and move on with him. You know, men make mistakes. It's biblical or some shit like that. He tried to use the Bible to address. I said, who the fuck are you to speak on her behalf? Mind you, Nia hadn't even said anything concerning the whole scandal before he said something. I said, are you serious? I'm so glad that she said deuces. Deuces. I said, honestly, I'm just going to be real with y'all. I probably wouldn't have been able to look at her the same. Like, girl, you stay with that man after I don't look at people the same after they stay with somebody who publicly humiliated them. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I'd be like, girl, stand the fuck up. Nigga, stand the fuck up. You know? She did that. He did that to you. You gonna let them do that to you? You gonna sit there and say, I forgive, and say, girl, please. Girl, please. Man, please. Leave, okay? Now, if the shit was done in private and it didn't get out, I can understand that, because, bitch, we didn't know. But we know, okay? So you got that going on. More power to her. Now, ma'am, all you need to do is go heal. Give you time to heal. You got a couple of projects coming out. I love that for you. The Best Man TV series is coming out on Prime. I've been seeing some behind the scenes of that. That's really cute. Love the cast. Love the fact that the whole cast is back. And also, she got a new movie coming out with Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy, Nia Long, Lauren London playing their daughter. Nia Long and Eddie supposed to be together. And then the daughter, Lauren London, which everybody is confused as to how two black-ass parents have a light-skinned biracial daughter. But that's neither here nor there. And y'all already know it's by Kenya Burris. All they was getting on his ass. They was like, what is with him in this biracial plot? Everything is biracial this, biracial that. I mean, biracials need a little bit of representation. They need some representations, okay? Some of y'all watching that, so you know, but it is a little weird because just about everything that he has put out is something-ish, mix-ish. Okay, like Miss Ish got canceled, but I actually like that show. The show Black-ish that he put on Netflix or whatever with one of Quincy Jones' daughters. Oh, I can't remember which one it was. I know which one it was, but I can't remember her name. But yeah, the funny one, the hilarious one. You got that, and then Jonah Hill playing the boyfriend. I said, I know opposites attract, but all right, I'm still gonna watch. Baby, we be talking shit about stuff that we know damn well we gonna fucking sit down and watch. I'm still gonna watch it, all right? But yeah, Nia, I just want you to love, peace, and healing. That's what I wish for you. Girl, they found Trump's organization guilty of all charges in sweeping 15 years of tax fraud scheme that the prosecutor said was orchestrated by the top executive in the company. And honestly, you know, we knew this shit was going on. I don't even want to get too deep into it because Trump ain't getting charged with shit. So what do we care right now? I will start reporting shit when he get charged and get that the way he has skated through The way he has skated through. Everybody else is meeting their makers. Everybody else is getting called out for this and that. Everybody else is going to jail and getting charged and found guilty for this and that. And that motherfucker is just sitting there like, bitch, I'm about to run for president again. Wow. Wow. Moving on from that, and speaking of, I want y'all to get y'all genius, y'all mastermind, and his master plan, and tell me what's this part of the plan of Kanye West. And I thought we was gonna go a video without saying it, but this whole situation of him getting on Alex Jones, a known conspiracy theorist, okay? And that motherfucker had to file for bankruptcy. You know, he lost the fucking court case, was found guilty of spreading lies and misinformation about the Sandy Hook kids and all that stuff. And my whole thing is this. Kanye talking about being a free thinker, talking about, you know, just trying to do him and all that stuff or whatever. Talking about this person used me for this and, you know, blaming the Jewish people for this and that or whatever. Having you niggas think that, you know, y'all was the original anyway. But at the end of the day, he don't realize that he's allowing himself to be used by the people that are bringing him on their shows. They don't give a damn about him, because if they did, they would have turned down the interviews. They don't give a damn about him, and that's why they keep on approving for him to come onto their shows, so that they can get views and they can get ratings. That's just what it is. They do not give a damn about what it is Kanye has to say. Kanye is a black, white supremacist. That's what he is, okay? This motherfucker took it a little bit too far. I mean, it's already been far, but he didn't took it all the way to the abyss of hell when he said that basically he loved Hitler and that the Jewish people need to forgive Hitler. He basically move on from the Holocaust. That's the same thing when people be trying to tell black folks, oh, you need to fuck around and stop bringing up slavery. That's what they trying to do with the CRT, critical race theory. They want to take that out. Stop bringing this up. Stop bringing that up. It's been all many years or whatever. That was our ancestors. That's not what's going on now, whatever. And that's basically the same thing that he's telling Jewish people when he tell them to, like, stop fucking around and to go ahead and just forgive Hitler. And then you got you dumb, ignorant, following ass, can't think for themselves. Oh, I'm a free thinker, but yet I'm about to follow somebody else without using my own noggin to say that you're here for Hitler. Do you know what the Aryan race was supposed to be? White people. Pure white people. Genetically. Blonde hair, blue eyes, something along that. Nigga, your ass would have been in that fucking gas chamber too. It was black people that was actually in the concentration camp, if you didn't know. For myriad of reasons. But also because they was black. Black people were discriminated against, just like they were here, over there, especially during that time. The biracials as well, because there were black Germans and all that shit that was going on over there, okay? If you wasn't a pure Aryan race, you was not respected, you were not liked, and he hated your ass. And now y'all up here talking about we got love for him. Girl, y'all so fucking dumb. So damn dumb. Bitch, I would have been the first one to go. First one to go, bitch. Do you know what was the games where was it Jesse Owens won in the track and field? He was so fucking mad he walked the fuck out. A nigga won over Germany. He walked the fuck out. But y'all up here giving all love and respect, and y'all so goddamn. The way people are trying to rewrite history. Oh my god. Y'all finna wipe out every fucking history and just put a new one up in that bitch. Is that what y'all trying to do? I don't get it. Y'all some following ass motherfuckers, okay? I mean, common sense ain't so goddamn common. Meanwhile, Kirstie Alley, she died. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's hard, you know, and I know we shouldn't use political affiliations or shit like that or whatever, but, you know, mama went off the deep end a little bit towards the end of her life when this whole election came through last season. Not this election, but the other election with that other person. And mama was really liking a lot of racist stuff or saying a lot of stupid and ignorant shit, and she was so mega that, Trump this, Trump that. I was just like, ew, that really disgusted the hell out of me. I did not know mama had cancer. Nobody knew. It was a private short battle. She was 71 years old. But you know, I try to remember her for the good things because she did have a few movies that I did like. I feel like everybody liked the Look Who's Talking movies. Look Who's Talking 1, Look Who's Talking 2. That was those were childhood faves. Another childhood fave that we always watch was It Takes Two with the Olsen twins. Girl, that was a classic. I don't care what nobody said, that was a classic. Also, another movie of hers that I did like, Richer for Poor. For Richer or Poor, mind you, both of them motherfuckers turned out to be Trumpers. I said, get out of bitch. But Macy, rest in peace. Nobody needs to have cancer or whatever. I just hate the situation with cancer. A friend of mine that I've been talking about, they had found a mass on her lung. Mind you, she had to already have a lung replacement, or I should say transplant for one of her lungs because it was a mass on it at one point, so then they had to go and give her a transplant. This was probably like a few years ago, like 3 years ago. And then earlier this last month, they had found a little mass on her lung because she had skin cancer, but it was spreading to her organs and stuff. So she done had so many surgeries and shit, and so she literally just got out the hospital the other day. So they're done with that. So I already know what the battle is with cancer, and I pray for anybody that has it, and I pray that you win your battle. Moving on from that, Summer Walker said she wanted an assistant that didn't know her music, you know what I'm saying, who had their own car, who can drive, who was white or gay, and who was going to get $2,000 a month. In this economy, bitch, I hope you were saying that's a part-time gig. Because ain't no way in hell nobody surviving in this economy on for $2,000 a month. That's $1,000 every other, for 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. Bitch, ain't nobody surviving off. That's I need something to get through college type of money. I'm living in the dorms and I need something to get through college so I can buy my books type of money. I don't know, because, girl, I would have had to pass that shit up. I mean, girl, I don't know your music like that. I mean, I listen to it, but I'm not like a fan like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be like, oh, bitch, it's Summer Walker. No, but I would have had to pass. Okay, I would have had to pass. Girl, 2,000? Hell no. Rent is fucking 2,000 plus these days, bitch. Mine's, girl, it's a fucking mess, girl. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But I think she said she filled it. Hey, that's like you getting cheap labor like a motherfucker. But I mean, you get what you pay for. Hey, it is what it is. There should be a law against that. Like, she doing some illegal shit. I don't know. And Latasha Scott update. Girl, remember when we said that whole story about the mistress coming out and then trying to say that her page was hacked or whatever? And what did I say? She's a liar. Baby, she came out and she said that man told her to do that shit. Mama had put out fucking text messages, cash apps, and had the nerve to say that she was misled. Bitch, you was not misled. She said that he told her that yes, he's married, but he's not in the marriage. Bitch, if somebody tell you that shit, they're lying. And they're very much in the marriage, okay? Unless that motherfucker said he is divorced. I was married, but I am divorced now. You better ask to see the goddamn divorce papers, okay? Because sometimes these motherfuckers be lying. These days you can't put nothing past anybody. But girl, you knew what you was doing. So no, you could have kept all of that information to yourself because we knew you was lying from the jump. All right. This is messy as hell. And I kind of feel bad for Latasha. It's probably why her attitude just been real nasty lately. No woman or no person in general deserves no shit like that. Like that's messy as hell. Girl, you get no respect. You get no fucking respect. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. Oh, it's almost 8 o'clock. What the fuck? Bitch, what time did I start recording? I mean, the video is an hour and 15 minutes. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Oh, I look fat. Y'all, I lost a couple of pounds. Anyway, I'm excited about that because I told y'all I was going to weigh myself after my thing went off. And yes, I lost a couple of pounds. Anyway, so I'm happy about that. That's a good look. That's a good look. But anyway, you guys have a good rest of your week. Be safe with it. Ooh, bitch, I got the weekend off. I'm going to get my hair done on Saturday. Alright, so I will see you guys later. Okay, I'll see y'all later on tonight. For those that watch Sisters, we'll discuss that fuck shit. But other than that, if you don't see me until probably Friday or Saturday or Sunday, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. I really do. Be safe with it, girls and guys. Peace.